Guys, welcome back to our Dark Souls 3 Soul Level 1 run. So, I have kind of been in Edinburgh for the past, 4-5 days, something like that. I'm not entirely sure, time passes by pretty quickly when you're at conventions. So, anyway, we're going to get back into these videos. I'm pretty sure I remember most of the things that happen, but if I do forget something or something along those lines, then it's kind of my fault, but please don't murder me for it. I think last time we did a lot of the undead settlement, didn't we? We stopped the giant from firing the arrows at us, and we killed the outrider. I think that was where we ended last time. So, we're going to open that shortcut there that you just saw, and light that bonfire. Now, this dark spirit is the same guy we talked to join the Mound Makers. It's just kind of a way to show you what the Mound Makers look like, I guess. Like, if you hadn't joined them, it'd be like, oh, what's this purple phantom guy? And then he'll give you a vertebra shackle, which is what you get as a Mound Maker. And it's kind of cool, I suppose, just to see that in action. But we don't need to worry about him too much. We want to go up here and take some loot. And shove our sword right up her arsehole. Because who doesn't love a nice big iron in their bumhole, you know? It's just what all the girls want. Apparently. Okay, where the fuck? Oh, he's over there. Okay, cool. Come here, Hodrick. I'm gonna murder you now. Gonna murder you good, mate. If you'd like to follow me. I've been doing this weird thing. After playing Flux, or more specifically Monty Python Flux at Insomnia, where I'll just do random accents all the time. So, if I do them, don't get mad, please. Oh, shit. Damn, Hodrick, your moves is fire, mate. I actually had no idea he could parry. Like, at all. But that's fine. We just want to do some hit and runs, because when he gets to a certain point, he'll just start chugging Estus like a motherfucker. I can always just do 1-2 and then back off, get back in 1-2. There we go, now he's going to start drinking, and every time he drinks, he loses more health than he gains. Except when he fucking blocks. This is actually kind of tough, you know? Oh, there we go. There's a power within. If I was quicker, I could have just ran up and stabbed him in his bumhole. Oh, you got no drinks left, mate. You're fucked. You're fucked, kid. Haha. You're fucking in the ground, mate. Give me them shackles. That's what you use to rank up with the Mound Makers, by the way. So, that's pretty cool. Not that it really matters for this run, but just for you, you know. Pick up these shards, because right now they're very important. And then we'll go over here and loot some things, I guess. I'm not entirely sure why I did this. Like, I had no reason to do this at all. But, you know, there we go. There we get a whip in here after we knock this guy down off the roof. And I can't remember which room it is, but one of these houses on the left, that's where you get your Sunbur medal. But you've got to come in from the roof, and at the minute I can't remember exactly how you do that. But for reference, is one of these houses. And there's an Estus soup in there, which is pretty cool. If you've not seen them before, they act like a single Estus charge, in that if you use it, it won't replenish until you use a bonfire to like reset everything. And it will just heal you as much as an Estus. As far as I know, it might be a full heal. But I'm not a wizard. I've not used them that much, so I can't quite recall. But anyway, going down this way is where the guy would be firing arrows at you if you hadn't given him the branch already. But because we did, now he's just going to no-scope these hollows, which is absolutely fantastic. Now we can loot all these things in peace. Here's where we got our first undead ashes. Is it ashes? The bone shards, rather, that we burn in the bonfire to make our Estus Flask stronger. So that's always useful. I think for a soul level 1 run, I think if you get it to +4, it will instantly refill your health bar. So if you've got a +4 Estus Flask with 11 charges, actually, is it 14 is the max? I think it's 14. If you get 14 charges, that's just 14 health bars, basically. As long as you don't get one shot, you're absolutely gold. Here's some ashes for the hag. These you give to her, and she will gain access to new items. Depending on the ashes you give her, depends on the items you get. For example, there's an ash later on, like much later, in one of the optional areas that will let you buy the Titanite, glowing Titanite, I think, and the twinkling Titanite, and maybe the chunks. I know she sells a slab at one point, but I can't remember if that was for an ashes or not. Either way, we're gonna run in here and fight the boss. Except I have no charcoal resin, because I'm clever. Don't worry about it. Now, in phase 1, which is this part here, he'll largely be invulnerable to damage except for those blistery tumor things. There's one on that arm. I think there's one on a leg. There might be one on his torso, but I can't remember. And there's also those big clump of them on the central section. Which, once you pop that, is when the floor will collapse and you'll go into phase 2. But the key is to pop the one on his leg, the one on his arm first. Because when you're down in the ground, a fucking giant, gangly, fucking taloned arm comes out of it. I'm not entirely sure how or why that happens, but it does. And it fucking hurts like a bitch. So you want to do as much damage in this phase as absolutely possible by popping those blisters there. Just to make sure you don't get swarmed by these hollows. They will get friendly fired, so that's pretty cool as well. But then when you've popped those blisters, you want to go up here, pop these. Make sure you don't get sat on, and don't stand in the pierce, because that will kill you pretty quickly. Other than that, though, it's not too difficult a boss fight. You just gotta make sure you're aiming at these weak spots all the time, honestly, like, because you're not doing any damage to the tree itself. Don't worry about any of the ads that are left up, they'll die when you fall through the floor. So I mean, I wouldn't really worry about the ads at all. They're never really a problem. So there we go, we'll pop a bundle just to get a little bit more damage on this. Now you'll see a lot more of the blisters have become attackable, like the roots have dropped off. And there's the big gangly fucking arm I was talking about. Very nasty. Anyway, now we've respawned, we're gonna go back to Shrine. Because doing that without actual resin, charcoal resin, is a very bad idea. As far as I know, we could buy it anyway, but we're gonna give the ashes in anyway. Okay, no, you couldn't buy it anyway. That's cool. So we're gonna give the ashes after selling our souls. Because, fun fact, if you sell the souls, it actually gives you the exact same amount of souls as just popping them. It just is quicker, which I didn't know for a while, honestly. But now I do. It's like, well, just stockpile them and sell them all at once. So you're going to give the ashes here, and now you can buy the charcoal resins. You can also buy some other things, but nothing too important. I think for most of the ashes you give her, she will also sell 3 extra. I just knocked my microphone flying. Fuck. But yeah, every ash you give her, she should sell another 3 embers. Bar a couple. A couple of the ashes won't do that, but if you are in need of a couple more, it's pretty cool. But now we've got supplies and upgraded our flask, we'll pop back to the boss fog, go inside, and now we're prepared. We might actually be successful. So I mean, largely the fight is basically what you've seen already. It's just now we're actually gonna kill it. Because spoilers, I'm actually gonna kill all the bosses. Hope you don't mind me saying that right now. I guess in the next 2 minutes or so I've got left to talk for this video, I'll tell you about some cool board and card games that I picked up at Insomnia, right? I'm not going to explain what they are or anything. I'm just going to say I bought Spyfall, which is really, really fucking cool. I bought Dicey, which isn't as cool, honestly. I bought Monty Python Flux, which, as I've already said, has made me do funny accents for reasons. And we also bought Coup, or I also bought Coup, which is kind of like, if you ever played Cheat, like a cross between Cheat and like, is it Mafia or is it Werewolf, where you like have to kill people and not get found out? It's kind of similar to those if you mix them together, I guess, a little bit. It's very like tactical, and you've got to be on your toes. And I've just realized I'm explaining the game. Oh well, it's a good game anyway, so that's nice. I also played a lot of Munchkin, which is fucking awesome. The YouTubers there didn't seem to enjoy it too much, except Wag. Wag was really cool with it. But the others not so much. We played Pathfinder Munchkin, Munchkin Legends, and Munchkin Zombies. So they were all pretty cool. They've all got their nice little unique spins to the game. But other than that, Insomnia was pretty cool. It was nice and chill. We all did fucking awesome. Everybody loved it. So that was nice. And there's a dead tree, guys. Huh. That wasn't so hard now, was it? I'll end this episode here, because it's a pretty nice time to end it. And I'll see you next time.